Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel for an all-new Ultimate Clean and Organize with me. Today we are cleaning some big messes and also doing a few organization projects, including organizing under my kitchen sink and a super fun idea for kids' craft supplies organization. I hope this video motivates you today to get up and cleaning along with me, or just gives you some good ideas for organizing your space. And without any further introduction, let's just get right into it. Starting off today, I needed to wash my duvet cover. I will be honest, I do not enjoy this chore at all, and I'm willing to bet most of you don't love this one either. I love the end result. I love getting into a bed with a freshly washed duvet cover at the end of the day, but the process is definitely no fun. But side note, how funny was Carson just laying there totally unbothered while I stripped my bed? If you are new to my channel, he is my 3.5-year-old son, and he was having a super lazy day cuddling in my bed while I was cleaning. I was so envious. It was so easy, but now I can't even get through to your mind, 'cause you don't wanna listen. I know everything about you, like it's hard for you to be true. Oh, funny how it changed in a matter of time. Phone is ringing, always at a bad time. Every time you flash your name, always leaving, then you got me chasing you like I'm the one to blame. Oh, I think you're so rude, don't wanna fight you, but you don't ever take a break, 'cause you love drama. I have fallen really behind on all things cleaning these last few months. I did not share this over here on YouTube, but we actually just went through a miscarriage at just shy of 7.5 weeks pregnant back in February. The whole experience of finding out I was pregnant and the nerve-wracking month knowing I was pregnant but waiting for my first ultrasound and then ultimately losing the pregnancy was just a whirlwind of extreme highs and extreme lows. So as a result, I fell behind on everything, and honestly, I still have not caught up, and that's okay. I'm going easy on myself as we all work on healing and just trying to move forward. And then of course, right after this whole thing happened, we had water damage in our apartment due to an ice dam, and had to take apart our bedroom entirely and live with it in a disarray for 11 days before things got fixed up. The day that I was filming this video was actually the day after they had finally come to complete all of the repairs. So I was trying so hard to play catch up and just get as much done as I possibly could. But I do want to say, if any of you are going through a miscarriage, or if you have gone through a miscarriage, my heart goes out to you. It is a traumatic experience, and it's a club that I really didn't want to be a part of. This was not my first experience with miscarriage, but it was definitely the hardest because I knew I was pregnant for a whole month. I had a whole month to dream up a lifetime that is now not going to happen. And that's a really tough pill to swallow. So I cannot even imagine being farther along than that and having to go through that. And I just want to say, if something like that has ever happened to you, I'm so sorry, and my heart breaks for you, and my heart goes out to you. I just need to tell you. On a much lighter note, I wanted to address what looks like a tattoo on my arm. That is not a real tattoo. That is a temporary tattoo. I have been seeing a lot of TikTok prank videos where people buy full sleeve tattoos on Amazon and try to prank the people in their life. So I did that, and nobody believed me that it was real. Total fail, but still kind of fun, and I did like seeing what I would look like with a full sleeve tattoo. To just be honest, why is it so hard to speak the truth? Why is it so hard to just be honest when I want this? Maybe you want it too, so I just need to tell you. I've been so into the Dawn Power Wash lately that I have not used my Mrs. Meyer's baking soda cream cleaner to clean my sink in a while. I've just been using the Dawn Power Wash, but I wanted to use it on this day because it definitely does a much better job at cleaning the sink. If you have any kind of like rust marks or anything in your sink, this will take it right out. The Dawn Power Wash is not going to do that. It's going to make your sink smell clean and it's going to look clean for the most part, but if you have any stains in there, it's definitely not going to pick those up. So I would recommend this cleaner, and if you don't want to spend the money on this cleaner, the other thing you could do is buy some baking soda and just squirt some dish soap in your sink and scrub that, and that will do pretty much the same exact thing. Before we continue on in the kitchen, we are going to take a little break and we're going to organize Carson's craft supplies. This clip was actually filmed about 2 weeks before this other video that it is included in, but I was filming little things here and there over the week I took off of YouTube when I was going through the miscarriage, and this was just a fun little project for me to keep myself busy and keep my mind off of everything. So this container is from the Container Store. I will link it in the description box below, as well as the inserts that go inside of it. This was perfect for this. The markers, crayons, colored pencils, all that type of thing fit perfectly in here. And then I had one left over for kind of miscellaneous items. I'm sure at some point I'll think of something to put in it, but for now it's just there for miscellaneous items. And then we are going to use my Cricut Joy to make labels. If you guys are regulars on my channel, you know I use that thing all the time, and today is no exception. I just love it. There's nothing better than labeling things. And then when Carson and my husband are doing arts and crafts together, they know exactly where everything goes back, and it's not going to be a huge mess for me to constantly have to clean up like it was before. This was just a super fun and easy project for me, and I think that art supply organization is something that a lot of people struggle with, which is why I wanted to include it in a video in case any of you guys needed some ideas. And like I said, I will link everything in the description box below. I will link the container, I'll link the inserts, as well as the Cricut Joy if you were interested in that. But now we are back in my kitchen, just trying to get everything put away, and then I'm also going to wipe down all of my countertops. Something I really wanted to do was organize under my kitchen sink. It had been looking a mess. I just took in a lot of new products recently as far as cleaning goes, and I had a bunch of things in there that just didn't belong. So I do love the organization system that I have for under my sink. I'm not changing that. It just needed to be reorganized, which is totally okay. It happens to the best of us. Even if you have the best organization system out there, things are still going to get a mess after a while. So we're going to take care of that in just a minute. I actually did a kitchen organization series here on my channel. I think there were 3 parts to it, and in all 3 videos I tried to give you guys as many budget-friendly ideas as I could for a small space. They're also all renter-friendly because, as you know, I do rent. This is my apartment. So if you guys didn't see those videos, I will link them in my description box below, and I'll try to put one in the cards right here as well if I remember to do that. But they were definitely the best performing videos on my channel by far, and I'm super proud of them. So if you guys haven't seen them, like I said, I'll link them. Make sure you watch those if you need any good kitchen organization ideas. You can change me. Where I live in kind of a smaller space, I do not have a ton of cabinet space. I need to use like every single square inch in my kitchen to organize. So I don't just store cleaning products under my sink. I also store all of my e-cloths. I try and store as many kitchen towels as I can. I store my cutting boards. I have a magazine file holding extra products. I also use command hooks a lot in my kitchen to hang things on the back of cabinet doors. But anything that I have under my sink to organize, I do have linked in my Amazon storefront, which is always in my description box if you guys are looking for something that I'm using in a video. I think they're all right under the category of kitchen organization because, like I said, I did have that kitchen organization series. So at that time, I had put together a whole storefront for you guys. So definitely make sure you check there if you're looking for a link to something. And if you can't find something that you're looking for, leave me a comment down below and I will make sure to get that link for you.
I've got something on my mind. I bet you know what I'm thinking about. You know I can't stop loving.
Most of the things that were under my sink, I wanted to put back under my sink, but there were definitely some things that just didn't belong there, and there were some empty products that I don't even know how they ended up being put back under there. So I'm just going through everything, reorganizing it, and as you can see, my cat would not leave me alone. He was climbing under the sink, he was climbing on top of me, climbing in everything, and you'll see that's a theme for the rest of this video. If you guys don't know, my cat Arthur is probably the most clingy animal that I've ever met in my entire life. He just wants to be around people 24/7. You cannot even sit down without him being on top of you. He could hear you 300 miles away, sit your butt on the couch, and he is purring in your ear 2 seconds later. He's not a lap cat, he's a face cat. He wants to be directly in my face all the time. And I think he's adorable, but sometimes I could definitely use a little bit of personal space.
There is no place I'd rather be. Come on, girl, we can take my car, drinking some beers in your favorite bar, yeah. You know I can't live without you. You'll make me crazy in that good way. So come on, baby, let's talk. Let's talk about love. Like you and me all night, and let's talk about love. And feeling alright, and let's talk about love. Yeah, baby, come and let's run everything you'll ever need. So let's talk about love. Let's talk about love. Let's talk about love. Let's talk about love. Let's talk about love.
I put together this freestanding pantry cabinet in a video back around Christmas time. I am super proud of that video. I love the way that this turned out. I think it fits my apartment perfectly. I'm hoping it fits whatever house I'm in next perfectly. But it was becoming kind of a catch-all, and I just wanted to make sure I cleared this space off and went through everything that was on there. I think the reason why it has got so bad is because I haven't been able to decorate this cabinet in a while. So anytime there's free space, we're probably going to pile things into that free space. I have a storage unit here at my apartment and it is totally full. I can barely even get in there, and that's because my ex-husband slash not ex-husband, current husband, is living with us again, and we had to put a bunch more stuff into that storage unit. But we are looking into getting another one that is not located at the apartment so that we can actually get into that and it will be usable again. I do really wish that I could get in there just to get my decorations out.
Looking back at the good times before it all went down.
wanted to make sure to show you guys why it is that I'm vacuuming my floors. It's really hard to tell how dirty a place is on camera until you get up close. So yes, my floors were very dirty and really needed to be vacuumed, especially around the table, because that is where we all eat, and Carson is 3.5 and he gets crumbs absolutely everywhere.
You say that you're sorry. We turn the page and make up. A broken trust got you haunted. The doubt in you was enough to leave me chasing you on and on.
People ask me all the time, where is Carson while I'm filming my videos? So I wanted to include this little clip to show you guys what Carson was doing. He was putting together this little dinosaur terrarium that we got from the dollar section at Target. It cost $3 and it was a really fun activity for him. So if you guys see this at your local Target, I would definitely recommend you pick it up. This kept him entertained for a while.
I know you are my liability.
Now we're going to work on my bathroom. This was a total disaster. There was clothes everywhere, stuff everywhere. You'll see because I'm going to show you guys close up in just a couple of minutes. But the vanity was disgusting. The tub was disgusting. Everything needed to be cleaned. And like I said earlier in the video, I have fallen so far behind. So this was weeks of me not cleaning my bathroom, and it definitely showed.
But I'm your liability. I know you are my liability. Yeah, I know you are my liability.
As promised, here are some close-ups of all the dust and all of the gunk in my sink. So gross, but I felt like I needed to show you because you cannot see this far away on camera. And to clean this mess, I am using good old disinfectant wipes. I just feel like that is what my bathroom needed in this moment. As you can see, it was pretty gross and I wanted to make sure it was thoroughly disinfected.
The opposite of me, like sun and rain, and drama on the TV. It's full of pain, but we're the good part, the happy ending, unexpected plot twist. We always save me. We're the good part, we never fake it. Even if it hurts, we always say it. Like it just like that, kinda like it like that, kinda like it like that. Like it just like that, kinda like it like that, kinda like it like that. Somehow we make sense. We're the only one who knows it. Our feelings never tense. We don't need no water under the bridge.
This 3-tier shelf organizer, whatever you want to call it, is probably the thing I get the most questions about ever in the history of my channel. People always want to know where this is from. This was from Target. It was part of the Hearth and Hand collection, but it was years ago now, and unfortunately they no longer carry it. It's so sad because people love this, and I wish I could link it for you guys, but I can't. I would suggest that you check Facebook Marketplace or just look online. Maybe you can find one secondhand, but I really do love the shelf. I wish that they sold it. They no longer do. This little jar I wanted to rinse out and make sure I kept. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I'm sure at some point I will find a use for it. It was a Truly Beauty jar. It had cocoa shave butter in it, but it was a really nice glass jar and I did not want to throw it away.
Like it just like that, kinda like it like that, kinda like it.
Now we're going to work on cleaning the tub. Like I said, This tub is pretty gross. I'm going to show you in just a second how nasty it really was. We have been taking a ton of baths. We actually don't take showers ever in this shower. We only ever take baths, and we use a lot of bath bombs. Carson is so into bath bombs right now. He thinks they are the coolest thing ever. So this tub was looking really nasty and needed to be cleaned. I'm just using good old scrubbing bubbles, spraying it generously all over the tub, and then I'm just going to use a brush to scrub it out. But like I said, we never ever take showers in here, so I'm not cleaning the shower walls today. I'm just focusing on the tub.
Hey, I think that you're in over your head. Now I'm done talking. This time I might go out with my friends. And I don't want your sad blue eyes. You know everything about me. Like I need my territory. So why are you still so needy? You're in over your head. Phone is ringing, always at a bad time. Every time you flash your name, always leaving, then you got me chasing you like I'm the one to blame. Oh, I think you're so rude. Don't wanna fight you, but you don't ever take a break. 'Cause you love drama, forget the karma. No, you don't ever take a break. It's always about you, always about you. Oh, I don't wanna fight you, but now you're so rude. 'Cause you love drama. 'Cause you love drama. You love drama. Funny how it changed in a matter of time. First you were so easy, but now I can't even get through to your mind. 'Cause you don't wanna listen. I know everything about you. Like it's hard for you to be true. Oh, funny how it changed in a matter of time. Phone is ringing, always at a bad time. Every time you flash your name, always leaving, then you got me chasing you like I'm the one to blame. Oh, I think you're so rude. Don't wanna fight you, but you don't ever take a break.
I shed like a dog. I have no idea how I'm not bald yet because I lose so much hair, but I'm just going to walk around and vacuum up my bathroom really quickly before we move on to finally cleaning my bedroom.
I don't wanna fight you, and now you're so rude. 'Cause you love drama.
So as I mentioned earlier, we had water damage in the apartment. The list of things that has happened in this apartment is crazy. I'm not even going to get into it. We are so looking forward to moving, but we had the water damage. Nothing we can do about that. We just had to live with it, and I will put some pictures up on the screen of what we had to live with for 11 days. It was craziness, but I was finally just trying to get my room cleaned up now that everything was moved back. The only thing that was not moved back correctly was my bed, and that's because the bed frame actually broke in the whole process, because of course it did. When we had to move the bed out to prevent it from getting hit by all the water, it broke all of the support beams underneath the bed. We've tried to fix it like 3 times and it's still not right, and we just don't want to move the bed again and cause further damage. So my bed is not back where it normally is. I couldn't hang my pictures back up because they're no longer centered to the bed. It's just been such a disaster, but I did feel at least a little bit better after cleaning on this day and just getting my room somewhat put back together after everything that happened. If you're wondering how I like to put my duvet cover back on my duvet insert, that is using the sushi roll method. I tried to include some different angles of me doing that this time because I've shared it a bunch of times before, but I feel like it's so hard to explain. There's definitely YouTube tutorials that do it a lot more justice than my videos. So if you guys are looking for more of an in-depth tutorial of how you put your duvet cover back on your duvet insert using the sushi roll method, I would say look that up and watch someone else's video because I am not good at explaining it.
You're up in space, you're inside the noise.
We are planning on getting a second nightstand that matches my nightstand now that my husband is living with us, but I'm waiting for it to go on sale. I splurged when I bought my furniture in my bedroom. This was my getting a divorce, I'm starting over, I'm buying whatever I want purchase, and now we have to buy another nightstand because it's not just me anymore, and it's pretty expensive. So that is coming. I know it looks a little funny not having one on the other side. We are getting one. It's just waiting for it to go on sale. As you can see, I picked up all of my laundry off the floor and I piled it up in my laundry basket or my hamper, but I did not put it in the wash. And I'm just here to remind you, if you don't feel like doing laundry, don't do it. I didn't feel like doing laundry, so I didn't do it, and we all survived. But the next thing that I wanted to take care of was trying to get my nightstand back in order. When we moved everything, we had to unplug everything, and my nightstand actually has it's pretty cool. You lift up the back and there's plugs inside of the nightstand. So you plug the nightstand itself into the wall, and then you just use the back of the nightstand to plug in your lamp or your phone or your watch or whatever it is that you're charging at night. But I had to take everything out, so it was all a mess. I was trying to get that puzzle put back together and then move my nightstand back closer to the bed.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights.
Just a real life moment. We have 3 cats, and I think all of the stress of everything going on in the apartment caused them a little bit of stomach issues, and they decided to throw up on my rug a couple of times. So we're just going to take a second and clean up all of those stains.
Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs.
And now finally, we are just going to vacuum. This is always my favorite step. It just makes the room look so much better when there are fresh vacuum lines. But that is going to be it for this week's video. If you have made it all the way to the end, I would love for you to leave me a comment letting me know, and I truly hope this video gave you some motivation today. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel out a ton. And also come follow me over on my Instagram if you don't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you back here again next week.
Trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground.